Zacchaeus was a wealthy man. We know he was a tax collector. In fact, the chief tax collector. But he was a curious man. He had heard about Jesus, and he wanted to see him, see what he looked like, and maybe even hear him. But being a short fellow, he did what people even today will do when they are in a large crowd and want to see something. He looked for a higher place, so he ran ahead and climbed a tree. And Jesus came along and saw him and said, "Zacchaeus, come down. I want to dine with you at your house tonight." Zacchaeus was very joyful at that. And then he said something very unusual in those times in Israel. He said, "I will give half of what I have to the poor. And if I have defrauded anybody, I'll pay them back 4 times over." Now, through the ages, there's been all kinds of discussion about whether he was a righteous man or that was a moment of conversion. And it's not really worth getting into arguing that, but to say that his generosity and his care of looking out at the poor and anybody he might have harmed had Jesus tell him that salvation came to his house. And if we look at the last weeks of Gospels we've been having, Jesus has been directing himself to the house of Israel, the sons of Abraham, specifically those who he would have considered lost or set aside from those who were following God. The message, I think, for us, and with Zacchaeus, from Zacchaeus, is that we got to look out for other people, that salvation is something that comes to us, but it's not a journey that we do alone. It's a journey that involves other people, and Christ has shown us a way that if we care for others as we care for ourselves, then that journey becomes easier. And he has given us a thing he has called his church. And in the church and as a community, he's given us a special food for that journey. That food is his body and blood that we share and celebrate whenever we come together. That is what it is that he continues today within his community, within his church. He's present to us physically in the body and blood that we share. And further, he has given us his Spirit to lead us on the way as we complete that journey. That is the lesson of Zacchaeus, that salvation has come as it came to his house that night. It has come to us each day. It comes to us each Sunday. All we need is to not put ourselves in front of it, that we share what we have, that we work and respect others as we respect ourselves.